Have you ever felt a profound sense of guilt for something that wasn't your fault? A weight so heavy it feels like you're carrying the world on your shoulders? That's what survivor's guilt feels like. It's a complicated, gut-wrenching emotion that takes hold when you survive a traumatic event that others did not. Today, we're diving deep into a story about this very struggle, a story of love, loss, and the tangled mess of human emotion. Imagine this: two best friends, inseparable since childhood, closer than brothers. Let's call them Alex and Ben. One rainy night, they're driving home from a game, laughing, planning their futures. Alex is behind the wheel. Suddenly, a flash of headlights, the screech of tires on wet asphalt, and then darkness. Alex wakes up in a hospital bed with a few broken bones. Ben, tragically, doesn't make it. The immediate aftermath is a blur of grief and disbelief. But as the weeks turn into months, a new, more insidious feeling creeps in for Alex: guilt. Why me? Why did I walk away when he didn't? The question haunts his every waking moment. He replays the accident in his mind, 1,000 times over, searching for a single thing he could have done differently. He isolates himself, pushing away friends and family who try to comfort him, because how can they understand? They weren't there. Now, add another layer to this heartbreak. Ben had a fiancée, Maya. She was the love of his life, and in many ways, she was a part of Alex's life too. The three of them were a unit. In the wake of the tragedy, Alex and Maya find themselves leaning on each other. They're the only two people who truly understand the depth of this specific loss. They share stories of Ben. They cry together. They find solace in their shared memories. But here's where the heart gets complicated. Through the shared tears and late-night talks, something unexpected begins to blossom. Alex starts seeing Maya not just as his best friend's grieving fiancée, but as the incredible, strong, and beautiful person she is. He notices the way she smiles, even through her sadness, the way she finds strength for both of them. And he realizes with a horrifying jolt that he's falling in love with her. This is where survivor's guilt becomes a monster with two heads. On one side, there's the guilt of being alive. On the other, the guilt of his feelings for Maya. It feels like the ultimate betrayal. How could he even think about love, about happiness, when Ben is gone? How could he look at the woman his best friend was supposed to marry and feel anything but brotherly affection? Each flutter of his heart feels like a spit on Ben's grave. He's torn between the overwhelming grief for his friend and this new, terrifying, and undeniable love for Maya. He feels like he doesn't deserve happiness. He believes that any joy he finds is stolen from the future Ben lost. This conflict rages within him, a silent war nobody else can see. Does he confess his feelings and risk destroying the one connection that's keeping him afloat? Or does he bury them, living a life of quiet desperation, honoring his friend's memory by sacrificing his own heart? This is the agonizing reality of survivor's guilt when it intertwines with love. It's a journey through darkness, searching for permission to live, and even more, permission to love again. This kind of story reminds us how messy and unpredictable life can be. If you or someone you know is struggling with grief or guilt, please know that your feelings are valid. And reaching out for support is a sign of strength, not weakness. Thank you so much for joining me today for this story. If it resonated with you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into the human experience. Don't forget, the heart remembers what the world forgets.